Hey Hunters, Lord here, back with another Wild Hearts video. Today, on April 6th, we got a huge content update for Wild Hearts, including a new kimono, new armor, new weapons, and a new weapon and armor augmenting system that is called limit breaking. There are also some crazy good patch notes and great quality of life updates, so if you're interested in seeing those, I did upload a video going over what I thought was important. I'll link it in the top right corner now, and down in the pinned comment and description below. With that said, this video is going to cover all the new content in the update, including Murakumo's fight, her weapons and armor, as well as the new limit break system. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So starting off with Murakumo, I do really like this fight. She's certainly not as tough as the deeply volatile monsters, but since she's just a normal monster, she still does offer a fairly decent challenge and has a really unique fight. The new spinning top karakuri introduced with her fight is pretty cool. I'll be interested to see if a full kimono hunt is possible. I mean, of course it's possible, but I mean like in a reasonable amount of time by just spamming the top. Now, it is cool, but I don't think in my day-to-day hunts I'll really be using it a lot, since it means I would have to replace traps or harpoons or something to that effect, but it's really fun and not as expensive as far as karakuri thread usage goes. Now, talking about Murakumo's armor, it has good high defense and pretty good skills. I personally really only will be using the waist. I think it's the only real super competitive option, competitive in air quotes. I'll use Maul as an example here since it is my main weapon. Typically when crafting my sets, I would be using the Cobalt Lava Back waist for a plus 3% to pummel damage. However, as you'll see later, that's not as useful now due to her weapons. Anyway, sidetracked. The Murakumo waist has plus 5% to Tiger's Den, which is a bonus 5% attack at the cost of slower recovery from blights. Now technically, because of the way that the plus 3 pummel bonus works, I believe it's multiplicative compared to Tiger Den being additive. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. You will get a tiny bit more damage per hit with pummel booster. When I tested it on my max hit, it was only 8 damage on the training dummy, which has ridiculous hit zones, so it's probably only going to be a 1 or 2 difference in damage on actual kimono. However, with the Murakumo waist, we also get plus 10% to Vengeance, which is a 10% attack boost after getting hit. This should overall net out to be about equal or better than pummel booster in the course of an entire hunt. With that said, sorry for the side tangent, I do really think her armor is pretty good, but I think it's going to take a lot more to get me to not use our previous meta sets using Grimstalker and Ember Plume with earplugs and stuff like that. Now as far as her weapons go, holy crap, these are pretty juicy. Now for me personally, I'm really only interested in raw weapons, as making and min-maxing a Maul, Staff, Katana, Umbrella, and Nodachi for each element is just too much work for me personally. However, the elemental weapon does look pretty solid, with over 1,000 element and pretty decent skills. However, we got a really solid raw option. Now again, my main weapon is Maul, so I'll be using that as an example. It now has the highest raw available, and on top of that, has the best Maul skill with tunnel vision. This means it is now just quite a little bit more the best Maul over Golden Tempest. This is due to Golden Tempest getting 2 limit breaks, which again I'll touch on later, and the Murakumo weapon only getting 1, but when both are done to their max limit break, they have tunnel vision and 1,410 attack. However, the Murakumo weapons have slashing type damage and an extra 10% crit. So against kimono with higher slashing weakness, this will easily outperform Golden Tempest, and against monsters with higher pummel weakness, Golden Tempest will maybe just edge it out. Now this is good. I really love having multiple options. It gives you multiple ways to play the game, and I'm all for that. Now I'm still working on testing out which hammers are the best, including the crit hammer from Grimstalker, so be sure to keep an eye on the channel for a new Maul set coming soon. So now that we've covered the weapons, armor, and fight, let's talk about limit breaking. This is a new system that uses the core orbs that you acquire from volatile monsters, the same ones that you use as a quote currency to fight the deeply volatile monsters. You use these to break the limits of your weapons and armor and improve them beyond their originally crafted capabilities. This also gives us a new use for our kimono orbs, which is great. Since I've already unlocked the whole karakuri tree, I have over 500,000 of them just waiting around with nothing to do. Now as far as armor limit breaks go, I've only seen defense boost upgrades, and for weapons it appears to only be attack upgrades. All armors I looked at have 3 possible limit breaks, adding defense each time, differing amounts of defense depending on the rarity, and the weapons change the amount of limit breaks as you move from the top of the tree towards the bottom, with the lowest tiers getting only 1 limit break, the next tier up getting 2, like I showed you the difference between the Murakumo only having 1 limit break and the Gold Tempest having 2, and as you go higher up you get more limit breaks. Some of the low rank Chapter 1 and 2 weapons have 10 or more limit breaks. Now this is basically useless, but still it gives you an idea, the lower the weapon the less limit breaks it gets, and I think this seems to pretty well balance it overall without making one weapon the absolute meta best. And while it's simple, it does take a lot of grinding to get the area-specific core orbs from volatile monsters. I've needed as many as 36 for a single limit break, and you're getting between 1, 4, and if you're lucky, 8 in a single hunt, so it'll definitely give you something to do. It also gives us a bunch of different kimono to farm, and across all the maps. Since you'll need the area-specific core orbs, this really helps keep things from getting too stale. We also now know that there's a new deeply volatile Fumebeak variant coming in another update on April 20th, just 2 weeks from today, so we have even more content to look forward to. Again, my recommendation is if you stopped playing the game, today is really the best time to get back into Wild Hearts. They made a ton of performance upgrades, a ton of really good content has been added, and I just think you won't regret it. So as far as pure content goes, that's really all I have for this title update. I'm very impressed with this, for sure. Let me know your thoughts on this update down below, as well as something that you hope to see Wild Hearts add in a future update. Again, if you want to see a video covering the patch notes, there's going to be a link down below to that. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, new to Wild Hearts, or if you find yourself returning on the regular, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. And with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a good day, and happy hunting.